Okay, here we are today. Today, I think we'll just carry on a little bit from Friday. Just a little bit about their secrecy and all that, right? You wonder why any of the fathers can't get on a current affair or anything like that, and we can't tell our story or defend ourselves. That comes under 110X of this legislation. And it says restrictions on publications, on who can publicise stuff and who can't. Now that's a bit unfair. We're Australians. We deserve a fair go. Okay, got that off my chest. Now, in my case, this one actually involves my case, and with jurisdictions of courts and all that. You know, I made the complaint. I made one by telephone, one by, writing, and the other one was to go to the AAT, but back in this day it was called the Social Securities Appeals Tribunal. Alright, so the letter I sent in for that was actually to go to a tribunal, and it was faxed off from Bundaberg on a certain day to go to the Social Securities Appeals Tribunal, and the bloke in the child support agency there, his name was Jeff. He faxed it off because I had prior arrangements with me personal manager, whatever it is, with the child support agency. So the letter response I got from the AAP's tribunal is from the child support agency, and it was done by this one I actually sent back and asked them for a signed version, and it was Bill Lodge, State Manager, Victoria. And this is in regards to my letter to the Social Securities Appeals Tribunal asking for damages and what the child support have done. Instead of going to a tribunal which is under all the jurisdictions on how they sort out things, I instead get a letter from them saying, "Dear Mr. Wallace, without prejudice." Right? Now, this stays all internal. You wonder why we can't get a fair go. And I know the bloke who wrote the original one, David Lenauskas. I don't know him, but I've got his response too. I've got every response to every document I've sent out. And there's still a little bit in there about what I've been doing. And it comes under one of their legislations too, as in gathering evidence. I've been doing this for 21 years, gathering my evidence. And I've got my evidence, sorted out, flat out. So we'll just get rid of our legislation for a second, and we'll turn to our book about a workplace order that was placed on me. Alright, number one I want to say about that, the person who registered to the courts. When I went to the courts there was three people. There was a government solicitor, another bloke called Alexander Helcom from EWB Ebsworth Lawyers, and Captain Risky, a red-headed bloke that was a barrister with a beard. Now, these people have submitted false evidence to the courts. Easily one. You look at any of these pictures that they've taken screenshots, big ones, they're all over the show. I'll find a big one for you. Well, there's one here. Right, this was screenshotted off my Facebook group, Child Support Agency Australia. Now, down the bottom there, it's got like and share. That's not right. It should be like and comment. You cannot share anything off my site. So I don't know who's got all these screenshots, and every one of them's the same. That's submitting false evidence to the courts. Because if it's got like or share, how do people comment on the comments that you got underneath? I don't understand that. So Federal Agent Egan, she's got a lot to explain for too, because she helped this man do this order. That's all I've got to say about that. So, jurisdictions of the courts. Well, it's not the Child Support Agency's decision to do what they did to me. So I'm just hoping that the Governor General or someone will stand in and actually see what's gone on here and make these people personally responsible, because they are personally responsible for their own actions, and punish them accordingly to the law, which is this. Going back again, I went to review a decision. I went to Canberra because I had it all organised to do it over the phone in my solicitor's office, and they never rung me. The courts never rung me. I've got all the emails from the court saying they were going to ring me at a certain time and a certain thing, and I organised that to do that in the solicitor's office. I never got a phone call. So I got this solicitor to write me an appeal. I got an appeals date. I went to Canberra to appeal this court order, and I got arrested at the airport because I made these government solicitors and barristers look like idiots. And when I left the court, the magistrate, Cash I think his name was pointing that finger at him and going, "You know what law I have to abide by." So, as these people know the law, and if they've broken the law in any way, shape or form, they have to be punished. And because these people knew I was going to beat them in court, they got Federal Agent Egan to arrest me at the airport so I can't appear at court. This, in my eyes, is conspiring to pervert the course of justice, and perverting the course of justice, and perjury. They're three main ones that I know that's happened to me. Now, come on people, I'm only trying to get a fair go. Everyone else is getting screwed by the Child Support Agency, and I'm definitely not going to let them screw me over. So, I hope I start getting some followers now after this video. All I'd like to say is thank you for your time for watching my video. See yous tomorrow.